All right, let me get some tools. If you get one of these, make sure you. I got it right now locked on the. You gotta make sure it ratchets. All right, so I got a spark. Now I'm using the old spark plug right here right now. New spark plug up in there, just check the spark. Okay, so I start. Got the let's take care of up there. Let's see what happens. Okay, the noise is still there. I think the starting problem was that I had put some WD-40 into the cylinder because I got water in it when I cleaned it. But I think I heard it down underneath, but I'm not really sure what's there that would do that. So I'm going to put it back together. maybe I'll pull the blade off, and maybe that, I wonder if that pulley is slipping. But why wouldn't it do it while it's running? Why would it be louder when it's starting and stopping? So, all right, I'm going to put it all back together, and I'm going to go mow my grass, and then I'm going to come back and look at it again. So I'm going to pause it here. The last time we were looking at this machine, I had to get it back together so I could mow my grass. I got that done. It ran, and it clattered when it started, and it clattered when it shut off. So, but I finished mowing my grass, and then I just had to do some other stuff before I could come back to this. So back when I left this, I said, if we don't find it, I'm going to take the blade off and try that. So that's what I've done. And the clatter's gone. So I've got the blade here, and you can see it isn't hitting anywhere. And so I'm thinking maybe it was a little bit loose. It didn't feel like it, but it does have two pegs and then a bolt in the center. So I'm going to clean this area up, and also underneath I'm going to clean it up, and then I'm going to tighten it back down and see what happens. All right, you can see I've cleaned that area up, and that area, and then down the bottom of the crankshaft where this mounts on it. And I also cleaned the bottom of the washer. And if you look at this, as a concave washer, so it is a tension. You know, you tighten it down and it puts tension on this all the time, so it doesn't loosen up. So I'm going to put it back together. We'll give it a shot. Okay, I have the blade back on, and I forgot to mention, if you ever go to work on these, even though that when your lever's up, it grounds the engine out, you should disconnect the spark plug, because if that doesn't work, and this thing, you can be down there cranking on this thing and it'll start. And you get your hands in that blade, it's not going to be a good thing. So make sure you disconnect the spark plug anytime you mess around underneath there. Some moving parts. So let's see what happens. Okay, here we have it. Let me swing back up here, get in front of the camera for you. All right, so what can I say? This is one of the things about working on motors, and this is for people new to this, or even grandkids, whatever. Anyways, when you start working on this stuff, don't give up. That rattle may not have bothered some people. They probably just would have lived with it, probably been fine until the blade fell off. But anytime I hear a rattle in something, it's telling me there's something wrong, and so I start looking for it, and that's what I did. And I had to go through a lot of processes to try to find that, and I finally found it. And I checked that blade earlier and moved it with my hand up and down and everything, and it was solid. And the only thing I can think of is possibly, you know, you should take the blade off and get sharpened and put it back on. And the grass built up in there between the two pieces just was like an insulator, and it was tight, but it was loose. So it's tight, it's clean, and it's tight, and I don't think it'll be a problem again. One thing about not being in a sandy area and having a somewhat nice lawn, it doesn't wear the blade out as bad. If you don't hit rocks and you're not hitting sand, it doesn't round the edge of it over. I don't have to sharpen this blade every year. It stays fairly sharp. And I mow at least once a week through the summer, and we start in February, and probably my last mowing will be in November. So that's pretty good. In Michigan, that would have been a whole nother story, and I would have wore blades out. Probably would have replaced the blade on this thing probably 3 times. And I think I've replaced this blade 1 time, if I remember right. And it looks like it. But there's that. One thing I did, some people might ask, I'm going to go back to the mower. If you look down here, let me take the camera off. Let me pause a second. All right. I wanted you to see the depth. So you can see I've got this raised up pretty high. As a matter of fact, I got one more spot on the axle here that I can go to raise it. And a lot of people, especially around here, they cut their grass down to about an inch. And what happens, you get a bunch of weeds. And we have chickweed grows here very well in the spring. And so I have a fescue lawn. I don't have the summer grasses that it's like St. Augustine or anything like that that can take that shortcut. So I cut my grass very long, pretty much all year round. As a matter of fact, when it gets really hot, I'll raise it up even a little bit more to shade the roots and to shade the weeds, because if you shade the weeds, they can't grow very well, and that's the whole idea. My chickweed and some of the other leaves or weeds that grow near the ground, they're fading away slowly but surely. If we do get a drought, it helps that those weeds grow a little bit better. But biggest thing is, that's why I cut it so tall. And a lot of people are, whoa, you got to mow your grass more often. Well, no, you mow it the same amount of time. It's just that it looks longer all the time. And I kind of like the looks of a longer grass because it looks healthy. So, all right, there it is. I got this done. This mower has been a good one for me. Not just because it says John Deere, but it actually cuts grass good. It is a mulcher, and it doesn't leave piles of grass everywhere. And it's been a good one. Good solid deck too. It's not a thin deck. The next project I'm probably working on, I was pressure washing the other day, and the pressure washer is blowing water out on me. So I'll probably head to that one next. So thank you for watching. If you like watching an old guy work on stuff and struggle through some things, then give me a thumbs up and let other people know, and I'd appreciate it. And for mothers out there, happy Mother's Day. I think I'll be late on this video on Happy Mother's Day, but if I am, happy Mother's Day anyways.